Test.
Shalom, Israel. With I.S.U.P.K. start off 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General YAHANNA, where we teach blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians make up the 12 tribes of Israel. Start off 1969. And we are not affiliated with any other Israelite group. None of those fake groups. We have to deal with that all the time. We're not affiliated with any other Israelite group. With the I.S.U.P.K. and the commanding General YAHANNA. We're here in Greenville, South Carolina, teaching the Sabbath services today. We're going to go over what's that title over there? We're not.
We belong to the Most High.
We belong to the Most High, man.
Right.
You know, we don't belong to none of these heathen nations out here. And that's what we're going to talk about here. We're going to get ourselves together, man. That's what we need to do under command of General YAHANNA and I.S.U.P.K. We belong to the Most High. Stop walking around here being women climbing stripper poles and being heathens, and our men walking around here in these churches beating tambourines and wearing pink shoes and white shoes, and we need to get away to learn how to raise our children correctly, man. Learn how to drink enough wine without getting drunk.
Right.
We need to learn how to stay away from what? Marijuana.
Right.
Stay away from these unlabeled cigarettes. We need to learn how to get it together, man. We don't need to join these other nations. We're going to get into that in a second, okay? But that's where we're here. We have anybody in the chat there?
COMCAST.
Who we have in the chat?
We got young man Mike,
Right.
checking in from Anderson.
Mm-hmm.
We got Trooper Lacoma. We got Trooper Nayar and Trooper Kalatazar.
All right, good.
And that's it, sir.
Let's clap it up. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, Barak Thumb to all my brothers. Yahweh Shamar Alakaba Hashem Yahweh Shai to my sisters. Checking in the chat. I'm sure they'll be there. But get your yayan, man. Get your wine. This is the Sabbath services. That's what the Most High wanted us to do, right?
Right.
And that's what we're going to do. We're going to talk a little bit about how that we belong to the Most High. Stop feeding ourselves to these heathens out here. That's what we're doing. Same damn thing that started from the beginning. We're going to get into that, right?
Right.
Okay. Mom Shabbat. Call up the first candidate. State your registry.
Kalapsa, Banyao, Banyashal.
Kalapsa,
Banyao, Banyashal. Yahweh Shin, Yahweh Sabbath.
Blow the horn. Scroll up. Let's get that line. Go ahead.
SHALAM.
Scrolls. All right.
So,
Right.
face the east.
Turn and face it.
Turn and face the east.
Right. Go ahead.
Okay. It's the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Abanao. Shabbat Shemai. Kodash. I.S.U.P.K.
SABBATH.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Balakaka. Yaba'ah. Yatzayim. Ayah. Aisha. Baharatazah. Hawa. Ayah. Shemaiah. Nathan. Manoah. Lakam.
Come.
Call.
Call.
Yawam.
Yawam.
Wasalakinawa. Kamawakinawa. Kasalakinawa.
Kasalakinawa.
Kamawakinawa. Wala'a. Wabayanawa. Wanasayawa. Wabal. Wayashayanawa. Wayan. Right. Kaya. Laka. Amalakwa. Mahala. Watapar. Alayam. Aman.
But he said in Hebrew, we say in the English, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. And forgive us our debts. We forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. So be it.
The power in the Hebrew. Yahweh. Ba'ashim. Yahweh Shah. Yahweh Shah. Atanadaw. Akap. Laka'ah. Kamalakah. Wakal Madawa. Akap. Latahar. Amatazariya. Akap. Lahakwiya. Amathia. Akap. Ara'akwa. Amata'ala. Agarsh. Ba'ashim. Yahweh Shah. Dawak. Aman.
But he said in Hebrew, we say in English, Lord, in the name of Yahweh Shai, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness, all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, cast them out. In the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you. So be it.
Bless Israel in the Hebrew. Yahweh. Ba'ashim. Yahweh Shah. Barakanaw. Wayashal. Wayabah. Saparius. Barak. Baba'ah. Agun. All of Israel.
All of Israel. Command your general YAHANNA. All of the generals. All of the captains. All the officers. All the women and children in the I.S.U.P.K.
Ba'ashim. Yahweh
Shah.
Dawak. Aman.
What he said in Hebrew, we say in English. Lord, in the name of Yahweh Shai, bless us and Israel. School. Bless those children, protect our loved ones. In the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you.
So be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah. Anyanya. Al. Ahari. Mahayah. Yaba'ah. Isaiah. Ma'ai. Yahweh. Aisha. Shemaiah. Wa'aratazah. Ayadan. Amawat. Ragam. Ayanawam. Shamar. Hana. La'ah. Yanawam. Wala'ah. Yayasha. Shawamar. Yasha'al. Yahweh. Shamar. Yahweh. Tazak. Aliyah. Yamyanka. Yamamam. Hashamash. Da'ah. It's like Yakaka. Wayarak. Walayala. Yahweh. Yashamar. Bakarai. Yashamar. Atnapashka. Yahweh. Yashamar. Taza'ak. Waba'ak. Ba'ak. Wa'ai. Awlam.
What he said in Hebrew, we say in the English. I lift up my eyes to the hills, which comes my help. Help coming from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. You will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel will neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is my keeper. The Lord is a shade upon the right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out, and thy coming in, from this time forth, even forevermore.
Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim. Al. Damayah. Laka. Al Takarash. Wala'al. Dashakwat. Al. Kaya. Hana. Awabaya. Yama. Yawan. Ra'ash. Alim Anka. It's like Yaramah. Sawadah. Wayatah. Yatazawa. like a wow.
Like a wow.
Wanna conquer them.
Like
Like a wow.
wow.
Wala ah. That's a car. Sham.
Sham.
That's the island.
Yes, I.
Awada. Kaya.
Yeah.
That's a wow.
That's a wow.
Naba.
Wow.
Yakatu. Aliyaka.
Alika.
Mariyat.
Maria.
Yakarathwa.
Kara.
Our sorry. Aliyah.
Aya.
Awadam.
Kauda.
Wow.
Wow.
Yashamai.
Ashma.
Allah.
Allah.
Yam.
Yum.
Ma'awaba.
Mawa.
Wahagari.
Magari.
Yabal.
Ball.
Wa'ayman.
One.
Wa'amalak.
Allah.
Palasha.
Palasha.
Ayin.
Ayin.
Yashabit.
Yashab.
Tazawal.
Tazawa.
Gum.
Yum.
Ashawal.
Ashwa.
Yalawa.
Allah.
Amayin.
Aman.
Hayawa.
Haywa.
Zawawai.
Zawai.
Labani Lawat.
Labani Lawat.
Salah.
Salah.
Asha.
Asha.
Lahab.
Yaha.
Kamati.
Kamai.
Kasiyah.
Kasiya.
Sara'ah.
Zara.
Kayabi.
Yam.
Barakal.
Bakal.
Kayash.
Yash.
One.
One.
That's the mother.
Nashama.
Bayan.
Maya.
Yarak.
Yara.
Wakasabah.
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 Wakatazal.
Wakazal.
Bana'ai.
Ai.
Call.
Call.
That's a common.
Yaskama.
Ashar.
Asha.
Armawa.
Awa.
That's the Shawar Shah.
Shawasha.
Nanawa.
Alawa.
Ah.
Ah.
Na'awa.
Nahawa.
Alahaya.
Alahai.
Alahaya.
Alahaya.
Shayatamwa.
Shayitama.
Kagaya Gaya.
Gali. Gali.
Kakwash.
Kakwash.
Napanya.
Napanya.
Ra'akwaf.
Rawa.
Sorry. Ka'ash.
Ai.
Taba'ira Ira.
Ira.
Wa.
Wa.
Sorry. Wakalaba.
Wakalaba.
Dalahat.
Dalahat.
Ahariya.
Nahari.
Khan.
Khan.
Dawadatma.
Dawadatma.
Basa Arka.
Basar.
Wabasa.
Basar.
Wabaka.
Mabka.
Walahai.
Manha.
Mala'ah.
Mala.
Sorry. Panyaham.
Kayam.
Kwalawan.
Kwalwa.
Waya.
Waya.
Makwashwa.
Makwash.
Shaka.
Shaka.
Yahawa.
Yahawa.
Yabashwa.
Babash.
Waya.
Waya.
Bahalwa.
Bahalwa.
Ai.
Ai.
Waya.
Waya.
Kapawa.
Kapar.
Waya.
Waya.
Abadu.
Bab.
Waya.
Waya.
Yawai.
Yawa.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Ata.
Ata.
Shaka.
Shaka.
Yahawa.
Yahawa.
Yabak.
Dabak.
Ailuwan.
Alwa.
Al.
Al.
Call.
Call.
Ha.
Al.
I'll write this up.
Arasa.
But he said in Hebrew, we said in English, keep not thy silence,
Keep not thy
O
silence.
Yahweh,
Oh, Yahweh.
hold not thy peace,
Hold not thy peace.
be not
Be
still,
not still.
O Yahweh,
O Yahweh.
Lo,
Lo.
thine enemies make a tumult,
I didn't make a tongue.
and they that hate thee,
And they that hate
lift up their head, they have taken crafty counsel against thy people,
Against our people.
and consult against thy hidden ones.
So against our people.
They have said,
They have said,
come,
Come.
let us cut them off,
Let us cut them
from
off.
the nation,
Be a
in the
nation.
name of Israel,
Name of
if we no more remembrance.
You don't remember.
For they have consulted together,
They so together.
one consent.
What to say?
They are confederate against thee,
They're confederate.
tabernacles of Edom,
Tabernacles of
Israelites,
Israelites.
Moab,
Moab,
Agarites,
Agarites,
Paul,
Paul,
Ammon,
Ammon,
Amalek,
Amalek,
the Philistines,
Philistines,
Habs of Tyre,
Habs of Tyre.
Shures also joined.
Sure, so
They have hope in the children of Lot,
Hope in the children of
Salah,
Salah.
do unto them,
Do unto
to
them.
the Midianites, and to Syria, and the Jabin, and the brother Kassam,
So,
which perished at Endor.
Perished at
They
Endor.
became the strong with their
it came down for them.
make their nobles like a
Make
ram,
the numbers like a bread.
and like Zeb,
And like Zeb.
they're all the princes of Zabah,
All of the Sabbath.
and Azamuna,
It is a moon.
who said,
Who says,
let us take to ourselves
let us take to
the
ourselves
houses of God
The house
in
of God.
possession.
In possession.
Oh my Yahweh,
Oh my Yahweh.
make them like you will,
Make them like a wheel.
and as a stumble before the wind,
As
as
stumble
a
before the wind.
fire that burned the wood,
As fire
the
burned the
flame that
wood.
set the mountains
As
on fire.
Fire. The mouths of fire.
So persecute them,
Persecute
with thy tempest,
Thy tempest.
make them afraid,
Make them afraid.
thy storm,
Thy storm.
fill their faces with shame,
Fill their faces with
that they
shame.
may seek thy
They
name.
might see thy name.
Oh
Oh
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
let them be confounded,
Let them be
and
confounded.
trouble forever.
Trouble forever.
Yea, let them be put to shame,
Yeah, let them
and
put to
perish,
shame, and
that
perish.
men may know
That men may know.
whose name
Name.
alone
Alone.
is Yahweh,
Yahweh.
or the Most High,
The Most High.
of all the earth.
Of all the earth.
So,
Yeshabin means to be seated. Who we at? Mark.
sir, we have Leviticus 20 and 22.
That's what we're gonna read. All right, let's get it. We're gonna read Hebrew, right? Leviticus 20 and 22, right?
Okay.
And then we're gonna read it in English, right? Okay, King James Version. Go ahead. Tell them where you at.
This is Leviticus 20 and 22. I got
20. What I said 22?
count. 20 and
Go ahead and
22.
read 21. 21, that give you 7. Right? Start at 21.
Leviticus 20 and 21 in Hebrew. Y.A.H.N.N.A. Ata, Asota, Aka, Yawa, Nada, Hawa, Hawa'a, Aro, Rowa, Aka, Yawa, Gala, Ara, Yara, Yam, Ya, Yawa. Verse 22. Washa, Ma, Tham, Ata, Ka, Kwa, Ya, Wa'a, Ka, Masha, Taya, Wa'a, Ya, Tham, Atam, La'a, Kwa, Ya'a, Ata, Kam, A'a, Wataza, Asha, Anaya, Maba, Ya'a, Ata, Kam, Shema, Lasha, Ba, verse 23. Wala'a, Dala, Kawa, Baka, Wata, Aga, Ya, Asha, Anaya, Nashala, Mapa, Nayakam, Kaya, Ka, Allah, Asawa,
Excuse me.
Kotaza, Kam, verse 24. Mo, Lakam, Latam, the Ya, Shawa, Ata, Ada, Matam, Wa'a, Ya, Wa'a, Naya, Salat, Ata, Nana, Lakam, Larasa, Ata, Arataza, Zaba, Kalaba, Wada, Basa, Abba, Yah, Yahweh, Allah, Yakam, Ashab, Ashar, Abba, Allah, Yah, Atta, Kam, Man, A'a, Mayam, verse 25. Waha, Bada, Latam, Bayan, Bayan, Abba, Hama, Ata, Hara, Lata, Ma'a, Waba, Yan, Ha'a, Ha'a, Wa,
You got to correct him over there.
Ata, Ma'a, Lata, Hara, La'a, Lasha, Quetzalcoatl, Lasha, Quetzalcoatl, Yah, Wa, Af, Napa, Sita, Yakam, Baba, Ma, Waba, 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 Ka, Ashar, Ra, Mash, Lama, Ashar, Abba, the La, the Ya, the Kam, the Ta, Ma'a, verse 26. Waha, Ya, Tam, the Ya, Kodash, Yam, Kaya, Kodash, Kodah, Kodah, Washa, Ana, Ya, Yahweh, Wa'a, Badala, Badal, Ata, Kam, Man, Ha'a, Mayam, Laha, Yawa, Yawa, Laya, verse 27. Wa'a, Yesha, Awa, Asha, Kaya, Yaha, Baham, Awaba, Awa, Yada, Naya, Mata, Mawata, Yawa, Mata, Wa, Ba'a, Ba, Yara, Gabar, Yawah, Gamar, Gamawa, Atham, Gama, Yaham, Bam, Bam.
All right, give me 7 more verses right there. 7 verses there, right?
This is Leviticus 22
Right.
and 21. And whosoever offereth a sacrifice of peace offerings unto the Lord to accomplish his vow, or a freewill offering in beeves or sheep, it shall be perfect to be accepted. There shall be no blemish therein. Verse 22.
Is that verse 21?
No.
Read that again for me, Father.
And whosoever offereth a sacrifice of peace offerings
Right.
unto the Lord to accomplish his vow,
Right.
or a freewill offering
Right.
in beeves or sheep, it shall be perfect to be accepted.
Perfect, right? That's okay to the Lord, right?
Yeah.
Same thing Abel had done, right?
Right.
All right, go ahead.
There shall be no blemish therein.
Right.
Oh, verse 22.
No blemish. That means you couldn't, the Lord accepts. It's what he accepts.
Right.
You don't accept no, blemished items.
Right.
Right? Go ahead, read. I'm sorry.
Verse 22.
Right.
Blind, or broken, or maimed, or having a wind,
Where you at?
or scurvy.
Wait. Are you Leviticus 20? That's where you should be.
22. Oh,
Yeah.
that's verse 2.
No wonder. Yeah, give me Leviticus 20. What did I say? Leviticus 20 and 21.
I was on 22 and 21 slide.
No, go ahead. I knew something was wrong there, officer.
All right, slide.
Come on, let's get with it.
Leviticus
Talk
20
to me.
and 21.
There you go. Now we got it.
All right.
Right.
And if a man shall take his brother's wife, it is an unclean thing.
It's an unclean thing, right?
Right.
I mean, if we're not going to get onto to this subject, just we're reading a verse.
Right.
It just happened to be that it's an unclean thing if he takes his brother's wife, right? That's any brother out here. It don't have to be my brother. It could be his brother. It don't have to be my family brother. I don't got no brother taking my brother's wife, right?
Right.
Let's don't do like the world do. Go ahead.
He hath uncovered his brother's nakedness.
Right. That's his brother's nakedness. Go ahead.
They shall be childless.
Go ahead.
Verse 22.
Right.
Ye shall therefore keep all my statutes and all my judgments and do them. That the land, whether I bring you, it's like whether I bring you to dwell therein, spew you not out.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me see, man. Make sure you get the right text that we got here. What I say, 20 and 21?
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna get down there. Okay, we're on 22 now.
23.
Huh?
23.
Go back and read 22 again. Sorry.
Ye shall therefore keep all my statutes.
Keep all of what?
All my
The
statutes.
Bible says keep all his statutes, right?
Right.
Go ahead, finish up.
And all my judgments and do them.
What does that mean? What's the Most High wants to do? Let me check.
Ain't nobody.
Questions.
Ain't nobody.
Well, I need to know that unless you're gonna turn it this way, right? Go ahead.
You want to? Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. He wants us to keep the things that he set out, and things that he gave Moses.
He gave Moses,
statutes.
Right. And of course, the same thing that he asked Adam to do a long time ago. Right. Okay, so he says, restart at 22 again. Read that again.
Ye shall therefore keep all my statutes.
Right. Not some of them. How many?
All my statutes.
Go ahead.
And all my judgments.
Right.
And do them.
Right.
That the land, whether I bring you to dwell therein, spew you not out.
Right. In other words, if you going to, we didn't know we were gonna get ready to go to slavery, did we?
Right.
But the Lord, wherever that land is, we didn't want to be spit out, put. The Lord said, look, I can't stand it.
Right.
But we belong to the Lord, man. We don't belong to these heathens, we don't belong to other gods. That's what the Lord is trying to say. Look, keep my commandments so you won't have to do that, right? Go ahead, read.
Verse 23.
Right.
And ye shall not walk in the manners of the nation.
What does this mean, man? Go ahead, raise your hand. What you got?
Like basically like don't do what the other nations do, like following these zodiac signs or their holidays or whatever. Don't follow
Right.
their ways.
Follow the zodiac and their what else?
Holidays, birthdays.
Holidays. We just had a wicked Valentine's Day.
Right.
You know, people don't even know what that is. Man. Sitting up there buying candies and chocolates and stuff. You belong to the Lord, not this world, not some street vendor sitting up here selling chocolate hearts. Right? Go ahead.
Selling the shape of a buttocks.
Yeah. And that not. I mean, all this like when Valentine's they got thrown in prison for trying to marry people in secret because the Romans wanted to be homosexuals.
Right.
You know, that's what we don't need to be. That's where no wonder Dwayne Wade don't even realize that his son is part of a Roman custom.
Right.
You know, wanting to be part of the wicked Roman, and then you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then it's ridiculous, man. It's like there's a myriad of things. There's a lot of things that you could say that threw us off track. The Lord said, but he said, look, wherever land you go, if you keep my laws, statutes, and commandments, you don't have to worry about that. Will you be schooling anybody in the chat?
I used to.
Okay. Any people checking into the Facebook? I mean, we have Facebook and YouTube going, right?
Yeah.
And we also have and the StreamYard, right? Good. So that's make sure you guys have your dress the proper attire and stuff like that, right?
Okay.
But that's what the Most High said. He's letting you know that, you know, you don't, if you do like I said in the land, then you won't have to worry about all this.
Right.
You don't have to be a vendor over here selling chocolates or going up to somebody trying to figure out Valentine's Day and be broke and my wife gonna leave me and all these kind of stuff. All of these holidays and holidays, Christmas, Thanksgiving, President's Day, all this stuff takes us away from the Most High, right?
Right.
So how you gonna belong to the Lord when you keeping all those days?
Right.
When you out here talking about my Valentine.
Right.
Well, you know, and how you gonna do that? You know, we need strong brothers, man, like Mordecai was in
Right.
Esther's days. That's what we're gonna discuss tomorrow in Purim, right? Make sure you guys show up here for that. But you want to say something? Okay. Yeah. The Most High wants us to do what? He don't want us to be friend of the world, does he? Right? Give me James 4:4.
Okay.
He don't want us to be part of the world, man. Let's Most High, he basically tried to warn us here in Leviticus, telling us don't do this.
Right.
And there's many chapters that tell us that, but we're gonna concentrate on that. He just said, I'll fool you out of my mouth, so I won't have to do that.
Right.
So if you do, like I said, the law, statute, and command, give me James 4:4.
James 4:4.
Hold. Where's your Bible? Yeah, put that away. Give him the Bible. Let him find it. You found that? Yeah.
James 4:4.
Read.
The adulteress,
Right.
know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with God?
Yeah, you friendship with the world, man. You got the Apocrypha up there also?
Okay.
Right. Yeah, give them the Apocrypha also. Give me Maccabees 1 and 11 out of the Apocrypha. I'm sorry, go ahead and read.
Okay. Ye adulterers
Right.
and adulteresses,
Right.
Know ye not that the friendship of the world,
The friendship of the world is accepting their Valentine's Day.
Right.
The friendship of the world is accepting their holidays.
Right.
The friendship of the world is going out and for a woman to earn a living by walking in a bar naked.
Right.
Huh?
Right.
What do you think about that, man? You know, let's like, go ahead.
and it's just, I mean, it's just, it's low standards, low morals, you know. And it's caused by, a chain of things, you know, that gets you even to that point.
Caused by trying to fit into the world. That's exactly right.
Yeah.
A chain of things, trying to fit into the world, to live like the world.
Mhm.
And even Eve wanted to live like the world.
Right.
You know, that's the whole thing. That's where it actually all began, right there. Right? It's like finish reading on that.
Right.
James 4:4.
Right. Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world,
Right.
is an enemy of God.
Right. It's an enemy, right?
Right.
It's an enemy of it. You listen. And so you look at still I tell you what, give me hold on for that. Give me Genesis 3:7. 3:7. Give me Genesis 3:7. Is that it on that, James 4:4?
No.
Yeah, read that one more time. Let's make sure.
Ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with God?
You can't be friendship with the world, because friendship with the world is all these other nations.
Right.
That's Esau. That's Elam. That's Moabites. That's Japan. That's Ammon.
Right.
Right? That's all these other nations, man. You cannot be friends with the world and then call yourself, you're fitting in.
Right.
Give me Genesis 3:7. That's
Genesis.
Go ahead.
Genesis 3:7.
Right.
And the eyes of them both were open.
Adam and Eve, right?
Right.
Not the first people, but the Lord chose Adam, right?
Right.
Gave Eve as his wife, right? Read. They were both open after they done what? After they sinned. Go ahead.
And they knew that they were naked.
They knew they were naked. What does that mean, man, to know that you were naked? Go ahead. Raise your hand. Go ahead.
It's like I said about me.
Go ahead.
They knew. Oh damn.
Take your time.
Put it,
Just put it the way you want to put it. Put what's in your brain.
Before they knew what they knew, they didn't realize that they was naked until they seen it.
Does that mean no clothes?
Certain lies.
So what does it mean?
Not sure how to put it. I'm not
We'll
sure.
get back with you. Go ahead.
I'm not sure.
Fly stop.
They when they because the Lord gave them the knowledge that they needed to know, and then when they sinned, it was like the nakedness meant like that they was ashamed because they knew that they failed. Like I guess I can say failed wrong. That's not what it said. Like, it was like they knew that they it was like they knew they was dirty. Like
They were, let me help you out. They were ashamed, wasn't they?
right, yeah.
That's what it means. And they knew that they were naked,
Yeah.
right? They were ashamed of being who they were, being black. The Most High was talking to black people back there in when Leviticus, when he said he wanted you guys not to be part of this other people. I'm gonna spool you out.
Right.
So Adam and Eve, they wanted to what? Dress themselves what? Ashamed of being who they were, right? They wanted to dress themselves like the other nations and look like them, fit in.
Right.
You know, instead of wearing a nice afro, what they want to do? Comb the hair with the hot comb.
Right.
Let's straighten it the hell out. Let's put on they wear bikinis. God damn it, let's put on bikinis. Slide for the leg, right? If they eat pork, let's eat pork.
Right.
They was trying to fit in. That's naked, brother. Go ahead.
Oh yeah,
Go ahead.
Sister Shara, I believe.
Sister
Yeah,
Rock,
she
go ahead.
said they looked and acted different from the people in the world, and it showed.
And it showed.
Right.
Right. Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. Let's clap it up for everybody. Basically, man, you know, when you're ashamed of being black and you put on the covering of the other nations, man.
Right.
You just put on the covering of the other nations. You know, what are the covering of the Christianity, right? The white man's philosophy.
Right.
The same thing that they do. Like they go in church, they want to be holy rollers. That was kind of what you were thinking there. They want to be holy rollers. In other words, they didn't want to be like they were like they were like, you know, looking around saying, man, we need to fit in with these. We need to fit in. That's a sellout. Right? Their eyes were open, man. The Most High didn't want them to get to that state, man.
Right.
They should have just obeyed. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was about to say right off. He said they shouldn't have got that state. That
Right.
Lord just he exposed them. He exposed their, you know, their sin, which meant they were naked.
They exposed themselves, right?
Yeah.
They knew that they would what would happen. They knew what would happen, man.
Right.
They become drug dealers. They gonna eat some pork. They gonna all that. Become lesbians, sodomites, right?
Right.
So they tried to do what? Tried to be clean through the other nations. Trying to be clean through the other nations. Trying to be clean through the other nations. Here you are, black man. You know, we got different shades of us. It's a synonymous word saying that but they want to be clean to others. We don't look like them because they're ashamed, man. Right? Damn, ashamed being who I am, right? So they want to fit in, right? So they try to be clean to other nations, right? Take on their religions, right? So they won't feel naked or ashamed. That's what it is, and that's what the Most High didn't want you to do, right?
Right.
And so in other words, please, what did I give you there? You finish? Any more on that?
Okay.
What you got?
And they sewed fig leaves together and made themselves aprons.
They wanted to put on the tuxedos and ties of the other nations, right? So I want these long dresses and fringes that the Most High gave. So what they put on? What you got on? Fringes and stuff, man? Yeah, that man wearing all black they supposed to, you know, got the garments on. Hey, that wasn't good enough for him. Right. What's our title? We are of the Lord's, man. Right. You know, we don't want you. The Lord Most High, he said, look, if you be lukewarm, spoo you out of my mouth. Right. And that's what that verse is saying right there. Read that verse, what was that? Deuteronomy 20 and 22, is that what it was? Yeah, read 22 again.
Leviticus,
Leviticus, right? Where you are.
20 and 22.
Right.
Ye shall therefore keep all my statutes and all my judgments and do them, that the land whether I bring you to dwell therein.
America.
Yes.
Read that again.
Right. That the land whether I bring you to dwell therein.
Yeah, well, the Egyptians, when we were in captivity.
Right.
Read it again.
That the land whether I bring you to dwell therein.
Persia. Read it again.
That the land whether I bring you.
You get the idea now?
Right.
All the Assyria, all the lands that we were put in.
Right.
Finish reading.
So, spew you not out.
The Most High said, I'm not going to spew you out of my mouth if you do what I said.
Yeah.
But the Most High said, if you be lukewarm, he said he wished that you be hot or cold. I'm going to what? Spew you out of my mouth, right? Find that text there. Spew you out of my mouth. That's the text there. Go ahead, you got to find it. Read for me, Colossae. What you got on that? Where we at on that? I tell you what, are we finished on that? Yeah, give me Maccabees. Maccabees, what you got? 1 and 11? Read that.
Maccabees 1 and 11.
Did you find that for me? Okay, go ahead.
First Maccabees
Right.
1 and 11.
Right.
In those days went there out of Israel wicked men.
And in other words, we always had wicked men in Israel to throw us off track, man.
Right.
And they usually were our leaders. Right?
Right.
Read more. Go ahead.
Who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen.
And who in the world wants to make a covenant with the damn heathen? Who would do that? Somebody give me an idea. Go ahead.
Martin Luther King,
Martin Luther King. Who else?
Christian pastor.
Chris Clapper. That's it. And Martin Luther King was a Christian pastor.
Right.
I have a dream. I mean, I don't get it. But you know, he realized long ago that he had problems he realized before he died, man, I don't put my people in a burning house, man. You can't consolidate or become part of this world. You can't be one with this heathen. He ain't gonna love you. He ain't got no love for you anymore now. Agreed.
Saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us.
Right.
For since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow.
Wow. You see that right there? The Most High is always giving us warning because you're going to have these Pharisaical preachers. You're going to have our Pharisaical leaders and all of that.
Right.
Those are the ones that's keeping us baptized in some fake water.
Right.
Right?
Right.
That makes sense?
Come.
All right. Hey, y'all. Let's concentrate now. Let's get it together. Yeah, go ahead. You go on that. Where we at? What text I give you?
Revelation 3:16.
Go ahead. What now?
Speeding that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Revelation 3:16.
That's it. Go ahead.
So then, because thou art lukewarm
Right,
and neither cold nor hot,
right.
I will spew thee out of my
I'm
mouth.
gonna spew you out of my mouth. That's what Leviticus 20 and 22 is actually saying. I don't want to spew you out, but read that again. It's a prophecy, man.
So then, because thou
We're
art
living it.
lukewarm
Right.
and neither cold nor hot,
We ain't even cold or hot. What does that mean? We ain't even cold or hot. We're just sitting over there smoking. Some of them cold as hell. It's cold hearted, man. Just ain't got nothing on their mind, but just blowing that joint, right?
right?
Or they ain't even cold or hot. They kind of like, and hot would be like what we are now,
Right.
like in I.S.U.P.K, right? And lukewarm is what you don't want to be, and that's what I'm saying.
Right.
Go ahead. And what's lukewarm? By the way, go ahead.
Basically, got your foot in one door and foot in another door, trying to serve two masters.
Yeah, no man gonna serve two masters, man. They basically, you ain't fit for nothing. You might as well throw them away with salt. Lord said, I will do what? I will spew what now?
I will spew thee out of my mouth.
Yeah, that's what the Most High. When you smoking all the marijuana in the world that you want, and you running around with these uncharted girlfriends that ain't your wife, the Lord will what?
I will spew thee out of my mouth.
You around here eating all the pork with all the high blood pressure and salt that it can bear, and pork chops and things, abominable, wicked, abominable things. The Most High said, I will what?
I will spew thee out of my mouth.
That's what he's saying right there in Leviticus 20 and 22.
Right.
I'm a spoon. He said, I don't want to have to do that, but the Most High, this is what you've done. I got to teach you a lesson. So he's spanking us because we're the Lord's people, man.
Right.
Right? He don't want us to do that, man. Am I right?
Right.
Give me Ecclesiastes 41 and 17, since we're there. Because Adam and Eve had, sowed them fig leaves. They want to fit like the world, man. Right. Go ahead and make me a little white tuxedo, put me a little bow tie, red bow tie on. I want to get on the dance floor and dance like this. There's nothing wrong with the dancing, but you don't need to be dancing like them. We got enough dancing and going on in our nation, man. Right. We understand. What I say? Ecclesiastes, Ecclesiasticus 41 and 17, right?
Right.
Yeah. Any more on the other cards? Read.
Oh, yeah, that was into that.
That was into that? All right. Most High, he said, I'll spew you out of my mouth if you don't do like I asked you to do.
Right.
Right?
Right.
What you got? 41 and 17. Mm-hmm. So basically, Adam and Eve hid themselves, man. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, man. That's one thing you don't want to be in. It's true, man. Like you don't want to be lukewarm. It's like, what's the point if you're gonna be back and forth? You know what I'm saying? It's like pick a side.
We can choose you this day.
Yeah.
Find that text.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Choose you this day who you may serve. You said pick a side. Find that. Find that, Cosmo.
I got you.
Choose you this day who you will serve. Right?
God.
What you got?
Ecclesiastes
Right.
41:17.
Read.
Be ashamed of whoredom.
Be ashamed of what?
Be ashamed of whoredom
Read.
before the father and mother,
Mm.
and of a lie before a priest and a mighty man.
Yeah, be ashamed of whoredom, man. Right?
Right.
Before your father, you shouldn't love to be a whore, the woman, and then shouldn't love to be a Dwayne, Dwayne Wade's son. He should be ashamed, right?
Right.
He shouldn't be out there. Oh, I just want to be flying. He just want to be part of the wickedness. Go ahead.
Right. It's like if I may, and he too young to even know if he even though you shouldn't liking boys, but
Right.
how you at a young age know that you want to grow your whole life liking boys, or you want to be you want to get your thing cut off, you want to get your ride cut off. You ain't even experienced like it.
Right. They don't know what it is. And they just like this. Just let him grow to be any kind of way. He should be. Read that again. Be a what? Be ashamed.
Oh,
Yeah, go ahead.
So like Ecclesiastes 41:17.
Mm-hmm.
Be ashamed of whoredom
Right.
before father and mother.
They should be ashamed of them. He should be ashamed of the order before his father and mother.
Right.
Right? He
Right.
shouldn't be sitting up there wanting to wear rainbow, purple, and yellows and green panties. I mean, what kind of fool? Why would they even let him grow up like that, man?
Right.
Why would they buy him some size 9 shoes and at least put him on a suit, I guess, whatever, and then go out there and play some basketball with him. He fall, hit him again, let him get up, put some scut marks on his ass.
Right.
I mean, I'm being prolific here, but just put something on him so he'll, get out of the house so he won't be no FAG.
Right.
What you got, bro? Talk to me.
Oh, it's like if I may,
Right.
it's like this. It just goes back to that scripture where it says, "Train up the child the way they should go."
Right.
They say these parents they trying to give these kids a choice
Right.
of what they want to do, but you choose that path.
Exactly right. Clap it up for a second. If you train up that child, that's a good point, Brad. If you train up that child in the way it should go, not him teach himself.
Right.
How you gonna teach himself? Hey, he don't know enough, like Kalapazar said. He don't know enough.
Right.
He don't even know enough to know how to walk. He can't put on his diaper on.
Right.
Go ahead.
It's like if I may, if why do we have parents if that's the case? Like we wouldn't need parents if we can raise ourselves. Then we got parents.
Voila. I mean, that's the whole thing. Go ahead. It's gonna open up a can of worms up in here. Now, go ahead.
That's how you know it's just an agenda that they push. Right. Especially like towards like
Speak up loud.
like these kids, like they always on social media or on these tablets and stuff. And most of the time, the parent not even paying attention. That's how they get ideas that they want to be transformers and stuff. Like you all.
What do you call them?
Transformers.
Goddamn formers.
You all on social because the kid getting on your nerves, so you don't get this tablet, get out my face. Now they on social media looking at the transformer.
Wow.
Oh, I want to be like that when I get older.
Wow.
That's not like.
It's like one
Wait, you done? I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say that ain't even the life you want to live.
Exactly.
On the page commercial, talking about this.
Exactly. Go ahead. I got it. Hold that thought for 1 second.
Use the mic when you keep talking.
I got it. This, yeah.
Transformers on the aid commercial. You can take this pill. You ain't even gonna show up. Nigga, you need your ass kicked. That's what he's saying. I'm acting like this.
What I like that.
See, I like that too. Now, when I got there, about to read it in the phone.
We made it. Go ahead. Salaki. Got some troopers that joined us here. What we got? Razak Lakamawan. All the way from Sumter, Columbia. Right? Almost on the other end of the earth, man. But they made it here. We're glad. That's good. That's good. Let's appreciate that. All right, where were we at?
I was about to we was finished talking about agenda they pushing on with the Wade's son.
Right.
But like I was about to finish comment. I was about to say they want to sit here and choose what they want for our children. You know what I'm saying? When we have kids, you go to school and then they make them celebrate all these holidays and stuff, give them candy and they don't care about your religious beliefs. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Your so-called beliefs, religious beliefs, especially as a black and Hispanic. But they're gonna try to come down on you just because you're a black Hispanic. They don't do that to any other nation. Right. I was about to say, like General Muhammad, said often, he's like, let me brainwash my children. You know what I'm saying? Let me talk. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Right. Let me put the I.S.U.P.K laws, statutes, and commandments in, that the I.S.U.P.K teaches, right?
Right.
From where? The Holy Scriptures. From the Most High, right? Not some indoctrinated world out there.
Right.
Because we belong to who? The Most High, man. That's what we belong to. Am I right in the Commonwealth? We belong to the Most High, man. We ain't got no business going out there. Am I right? Robert's up. We ain't got no business going out there trying to be on the corner. I saw a guy down the street, what was he selling? Maine lobsters. We want to get into that now. I mean, want to eat that stuff. I mean, listen, anything they do, you ain't got no business doing. So Adam and Eve tried to fit into all that. That's what they did. They were, I got to fit in. What we holding over there? What you got? Read that text. Read that. Wait a minute. Were you finished with that? Please ask these.
Yeah, kind of.
Please ask these. Okay, that's good. Right. Go ahead.
Joshua 24:15.
Well, read that.
And if it seem evil unto you, serve the Lord. Choose you this day whom ye will serve.
Choose ye what?
Choose you this day whom ye will serve.
Yeah, you got to choose you this day who you're going to serve, man. Not just some heathen that because you're trying to fit in.
Right.
Right. You just want to, you feel ashamed. You don't want to be a nigga.
Right.
You don't want your hair look like Razak over there. Afro. Right? You don't want to be like the Kamwan over there with a headpiece and scarf over his head. Right? Glass. You don't want to look like what we're supposed to look like, right?
Right.
This is what we're supposed to look like, man. We got to get the shame. That's what they were ashamed, man.
Right.
So when you're ashamed, when you're walking around, saying, man, look around, I ain't got on the right stuff. Why? Because you're in another world. You're in a whole other world. But you're supposed to be doing what? Upholding the standards of the Most High, keeping His law, statutes, commandments. If you were doing that, then you wouldn't put on this penguin suit.
Right.
You wouldn't sew fig leaves. You wouldn't sew fig leaves and try to wear his. Salaki to the men that have to wear a tie because Esau said, "Hey, I got rid of a tie since I was 16 years old."
Right.
Esau stuff. If you want to say that,
Right.
Ain't about them being physically naked, but just fitting in to their categories of life. It ain't about eating pork and eating and smoking cigarettes and smoking Reggie blunts. What's the other kind? I don't know. Y'all got that.
Zaza.
Zod. It ain't about all that. Fentanyl. It ain't about all that, man. We don't need to be fitting to other worlds. Real Stan made comments over there. What you got?
Sister Jada said cons are very true.
Mm-hmm. Who said that?
Sister Jada.
Sister Jada. Okay, gotcha.
Con.
Exactly right. And once you understand who you are, give me just give me Genesis 3:8. You got it. Find it for me. Bible for shop. Right. Let's milk that a little bit more before we go on. Right. What you got? What script you got? No, read it. I'm sorry. Did you get that? I'm sorry. Go ahead. I thought you had that. Go ahead.
Oh, no, I ain't read it. I just want to know.
No, go ahead.
Okay.
Read it.
And if it seem evil unto you, serve the Lord.
Right.
Choose you this day whom you will serve.
Right.
Whether the gods of your fathers served that were on the other side of the flood.
That's right.
Right.
Choose ye this day, man. In other words, the Lord wants to spool you out his mouth.
Right.
Because that's what's happening, really. That's the real action of Leviticus. What we at? 20 and 22. What you holding over there?
Genesis 3 and 8.
Read.
And they heard the voice of the Lord Yahweh walking in the garden.
Right. They did what?
They heard the voice of the Lord Yahweh walking in the garden in the cool of the day.
In other words, they convicted. Right?
Right.
They fit in. Go ahead. They trying to fit in. And so what happened? It's not these stories that the white man give you and you think all these fictitious stories. Oh Lord, what have you done? No, you shouldn't like as if it's some sort of magic, you know?
Right.
And this is real stuff, man. You trying to fit into the world. You're doing it now. You're doing it now out here.
Right.
You know? Finish reading. Go ahead.
And Adam and his wife hid themselves from the presence of the Lord Yahweh amongst the trees of the garden.
Hid themselves upon. How do you do that? How do you hide yourself amongst the how do you hide yourself amongst the trees of the garden? How do you do that? Talk to me.
You blend in with the nations.
That's good. Clap it up for him. Let's elaborate a little bit more. You blend in with the nations by doing what?
Adapting to their customs.
Damn right. Clap it up again. Give me some of them. Elaborate. Go ahead. Keep going. You on roll. Keep going. Roll that wheel. Roll it. Go ahead.
So
By doing what?
Just like nowadays, like to fit in, like to try to fit in.
To fit in by doing what?
You know, like back in my days in high school, you know, like fitting in is being on the females. You know, I want to use another word, but I'm gonna use that for now.
Right.
And you know, fitting in, trying to smoke weed and all of the worldly things.
Right. The Lord's calling you, and you want to fit in
Yeah.
because you don't want what the Lord getting ready, what He said to you.
Right.
You don't want that. I know. I don't want to do that. You fit into their religions, their Christianity, right? Their Islam. You hide among these trees up in here.
Right.
Right? You hide among these trees, man. The trees of the garden. You hide amongst the other nations, man. You take on their culture.
Right.
That's what the hell is saying.
Right.
Why you want to do that? Because you're ashamed of who you are. You put on a suit, man. You shave your head, your beard, try to look like the white man. Right? He ain't got no chocolate. If he want to be walking ape out here, if he walk around here with hair all over his between his toes, ears, nose, everything, right? What are we supposed to have hair? Right. Not on our knuckles and still. I used to wonder, man. I used to wonder when I was in the military. Why would they want me to shave? They know goddamn well I get suit on for lickolitis, hair bumps.
Right.
Why did I have to get a shave? Wait a second. You understand that? Goddamn. It's a lot for leg. But I mean, you know, this white man don't care. You look like us. Fit in. I said, well, what if I don't want to? Go to jail. I mean, you know, what the hell? I mean, you can't satisfy these people, man. Shave your face, dye your hair blonde, right?
Right.
Trying to look like the white man, trying the woman, and I went with, oh Lord. Straight, they take out this perm and relax their hair. I mean, come on, bro. Come on, man. How come we can't just look like ourselves? Go ahead.
That's lights up I made. And they put on them booty shorts and put the sweater around their back.
Right.
It's like cross on their neck.
Right. Give me Exodus 32 and 25. Even Moses saw it. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I got one story where
Go ahead.
back up what you talking
Go
about.
ahead. You gonna back it up?
Yeah, you can
Tell
Google.
your story.
Yeah, you can Google this. It was a wrestler who had dreads, and it was a white referee that told him he could not wrestle because until he cut his dreads.
Yeah, I think I've heard that.
Yeah, that was on the news.
I think I've heard that.
And then that shows a prime example of like the white man wants you to be just like him.
Right. You want to clap.
He look at himself as God.
He look at himself. That's what citizen Bourgeois is. He is the facsimile. He's a prototype of what they think God is, because they're basically saying, "I'm God."
Right.
You know, they want to be the blonde-haired, blue-eyed God.
Right.
So So you better. I remember this is no lie, man. I remember if I had a beard coming to work in the blue collar jobs, man. They send me that. No, you actually sign paperwork. You will cut your hair a certain length and shave your face. I'm not lying to you. You're gonna get a job. The woman don't come there with an afro. Afro? Are you kidding me? This is back in the late. This is 70s, right? No, you had to come there with a clean shaven. I said, can I get a shaving weight? Your military allowed me to, but they wouldn't let you. They want you to do what? Fit in, right? What we got? Read from Exodus 32:25. I believe that's what I need. Where you at?
Exodus 32:25.
Right.
And when Moses saw that the people were naked,
They were what?
naked,
They were what?
naked.
See, Moses saw them people fit there trying to be like the Egyptians, right?
Right.
They weren't out there running around with their Johnson out, right? The one wouldn't go down with her box. I didn't expect saying they were what? They wanted to fit in with the Egyptian cultures that they had learned.
Right.
That's what this is saying. Read.
For Aaron had made them naked unto their shame among their enemies.
And made them, in other words, Aaron was sitting in the corner saying, what have I done? Martin Luther King. The work he had molded a statue.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Did he not?
Yeah.
And he said, we're gonna be naked right here. We're gonna take on these other cultures right here.
Right.
They want to be like the Egyptians. Y'all done brought us out here to live in this land, and we ain't got no food. Y'all giving us dry manna and all this. This is what they want. Okay, Lord, something school you out of my mouth. That it on that?
Okay.
That's it on that. Okay. Where we at there? My finish read.
We had Leviticus 20 and 23.
Finish read.
Leviticus 20:23.
Right.
And ye shall not walk in the manners of the nation.
So now what?
Ye shall not walk in the manners of the nation.
And we didn't discuss that. You're not walking the manner of these nations, man. Right. You don't go out there and just kind of like us. When you do that, what we're doing the same thing that the Most High told us not to when you want to join the other customs. The same thing that you had a question. Go ahead.
I got precept.
Go ahead.
James 4:4.
We read that.
Oh, okay.
Clap it up for you either way. Friend of the world.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we read that. Yeah, what's good? Let's keep that. Keep on your record for it. Right? Write it down. Finish.
All right. Which I cast out before you.
All right. Start at the top.
And ye shall not walk in the manners of the nation,
Right.
which I cast out before you.
That's right.
For they committed all these things, and before I abhorred them. Verse 24. But I have said unto you, ye shall inherit their land, and I will give it unto you to possess it, and the land floweth with milk and honey.
Right. The Most High was saying, look, I don't want to bring you up in here, bring you up into a land flowing with milk. Moses didn't even make it.
Right.
And he gave us the damn law.
Right.
When we sitting up here thinking we're gonna make it to this kingdom that's getting ready to come, like kingdom come, like will be done, we talking about, like the Lord's Prayer was at Matthew 6.
Right.
And then we sit up here thinking we're gonna make it, doing a wicked and abominations, right? The Lord would abhor. Look up abhor. Look that word. Look at that definition of that word up. Abhor. Despise. School you out. Kick you out. Look up abhor, man. Let's see what we got on there.
This is about slight.
Mm-hmm.
This is the definition of abhor in
Go
the
ahead.
Oxford Language Dictionary.
Read.
Regard with disgust and hatred.
Most High will regard us with the what?
With disgust and hatred.
With disgust and hatred. That's what it means to spew you out of mouth. In other words, if you put right now at your steakhouse, if you put some fat back in your mouth, pork, it's disgust and hatred, right?
Right.
That's how the God will. What the hell is this? I mean, I'm not saying God will put that in his mouth. I'm just saying as a metaphor. Read that again in the yard. That's what like that. That's what he's saying. I'm gonna school you out of my mouth. The disgusting hatred. What the hell is this? Read.
It's like
Read.
with regard, it's like regard with disgust and hatred.
Mm-hmm. Regard was disgust and hatred, right?
All kinds.
That's it on that?
Yeah.
That's what the Most High is saying in that statement there. He's saying, when he said abhor you, that's what the word means. Understand that.
Okay.
Regard you like you understand what I'm saying? I'm saying this ain't even barbecue fat bag. This is like right from the collard green pot. You know how they cook collard greens with fat bag and am I right, Robert?
Drop that neck bone in there.
Say it again.
Or they'll drop that neck bone in there. That ham hock.
Yeah, you talking about the ham hock.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now if it's beef, that's one thing. Turkey, right? Now they dropping all of the disgust and what else? I mean, pig feet. I seen put pig feet in there, man. I seen people take pig feet from a pig jaw. This is a real abhorrence. And take it and hold it up, and then just take it and just and the Lord said, "I'm going to spit you out like abhorrence." Go ahead, read. We got a comment?
Yeah, I
Go ahead.
was at work the other day. This brother does. So he was saying like he don't eat pork. I was like, yeah, I don't eat pork either.
Right.
So then I got into like I don't eat shrimp and all that.
Right.
Catfish and stuff. He was like, and I was telling him why. He was like, man, he was like, I need my shrimps and my catfish. And I was like, right, he eat the same thing as pork.
Sea roaches, right? Basically, all it is that the Lord sees that as abhorrence. Right. That's what the word. What the word, and He'll spool that out, man. Like, ugh. Right. That's the metaphor He's giving you, man. Why we can't fit into these worlds, man? We're not designed to do that. We belong to who?
To the Most High.
Right. That's who we belong to, right?
Right.
Yeah, we don't. That's why they hid themselves, man. They hid themselves because, Lord, I'm ashamed of who I am. I don't want to be the Negro that you made me, the Black, Hispanic, and Native that you made me. I want to be like that white man over there. He wears a suit, tie, he shaved his face, man. I want to be like that beatnik on the beach over there. He smoked plenty weed. Right. I want to be that. I want some cocaine. I want to be this. Just the Most High said, you abhorrence to me, man. Where we at on that read? Leviticus, right?
I am the Lord your God, which have separated you from other people.
He did what?
Separated.
The Most High. Where you at? Verse what?
I'm still on 24.
24. He said what?
I am the Lord your God, which have separated you from other people.
Now you see why He separated us from this evil.
Right.
You see why, y'all? Now you see why? The Most High separated us because He didn't want you. He didn't want you to be part of what they would put on you.
Right.
That's what's happening. He didn't want you to be part of it. Right, the common one? Right, brothers up? Right, the y'all? Right, loves up? Right, the Kazamar?
Okay.
Right, He didn't want you to be part of anybody else. What's we got online over there?
We don't have nobody on the chat right now, sir.
Okay. No, we got people on chat, we're just not active.
Well, yeah, come.
Talk to them. And listen, what I'm saying is that the Most High, that's why you're not I.S.U.P.K right now, because you're not, the Most High didn't spool you out of His mouth.
Right.
It's simple as that. You're not hiding. You're not in Christianity. You're not in Islam. How can you imagine walking around making a rock? And just doing nothing, just walking around. What is this? Assalamu alaikum. Walking around, eating bean pies. Go ahead, talk to
It's
me.
like you're getting dizzy.
Getting dizzy. All you doing is walking around and get dizzy. You don't need no marijuana, and they smoke that too. You're just getting dizzy, and fall out on the ground. They just walk right over them. Making love to rock, it's foolishness, right? It's foolishness. Islam is foolishness. Christianity is foolishness. Right. What if the wicked, they hide themselves in the wicked Christian church, right?
Right.
What does that become? Talk to me.
A cesspool of sin.
A cesspool of sin. You walk in there, And you don't even see black shoes and brown shoes. You see pink, white, green. I mean, these are amongst men.
Man.
You know, go ahead. Talk
Like
to me.
it's to the point now, man. Once Christian church got going and running, got that tread on the tires and start picking up speed. Now it's to the point where you got transgender pastors now.
It used to be a shame. What? Talk to me.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I heard that.
I ain't heard.
Transgender pastor, how the hell?
It's at the peak now.
And I'm gonna tell you, it all started from white people. Who do you think the Pope is? He's been transgender.
Right.
He's been homosexual.
Right.
They molest little boys.
Right.
Go ahead. Talk to me.
And I was getting ready to say, like now today, like you try to show a Christian, you know, what's going on in the church, they're not gonna believe. They gonna fight you to the death. Like I told a Christian the other day, I said, if you look back at how men used to come to church back in the day versus today, we look like a whole damn rainbow walking in that damn church. Church soften men up. It doesn't make warriors. It doesn't make, you know, soldiers. It makes soft little boys that can't take jokes and they got to complain about everything. You feel me? Right. It's crazy.
Right.
And they won't sell it.
I'm ashamed to have gone to the Christian church back in my days. But even then, like I said, I'm saying, even then they didn't have homosexuality. If they were totally closet. They were not out there. They put on a suit and pants. Right. So they didn't go out there walking around in purple shoes, stomping roaches in the corner. I mean, you know, like doing something. What kind of holy dance is it? What is they do? They go around there doing this craziness, man. But then after a while, you know, the spirit came on them, man, and they started doing all kinds of wickedness, man. Even the church was already not what the Most High wanted us to be in,
right?
You know, but pastors were already messed up. Look at Martin Luther King, what he did to us. Creflo Dollar, T.D. Jakes, they're looking for money, but they don't really care how they get the money. If it takes for them men and women to be to be walking naked and homosexual in the church, they don't care. Give me my $500,000. They don't care. Right. Any more on that? Go just read. Where we at?
Verse 25.
Right.
And ye shall therefore put difference between clean beasts and unclean.
Put a difference between the clean and unclean beasts, right?
Right.
Yeah, even that, and that's what we talked about. Understand the final Leviticus 11. Understand the Levites were, you know, they had to understand this to teach us, because there's no way you can go around and offer a pig on the altar. So they had to understand, man, what you bringing that for? Children of Israel, go ahead.
Like how they chose the pig, like pig without blemish.
I don't know how the white man, in his wickedness, man, because every time they go on barbecue after church, they're putting a pig on them.
Right.
Right.
Trying to fit into this world. Go ahead. Sorry.
When I was in the Christian church,
Right.
Every Sunday after church, we went to the what they call it, the mess hall, or I forgot what they call it, where you eat at.
Yeah.
But every Sunday after church, we went over there and had hot dogs and little pork burgers and all kinds of porkified stuff. And they didn't see no problem. At the time, I didn't see a problem with it because I didn't know.
Because you were fitting in, bro.
I was high. Just like
Adam and Eve. You were high, like.
I was high.
Let me fit into this, because I don't want to come there and say, no, man, I don't wear that stuff. I don't wear them pig feet. Right. I don't wear them kangaroo suits y'all wear out there with alligator pink shoes, and penguin bow ties, and what the hell, No. James Brown said, what did he say? Say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud. His brother he understood it, man. He at least understood that much, that you gotta be yourself, man.
Right.
You ain't nothing unless you be what the Most High wants you to be.
Right.
Because what's the title of your? You said?
We belong to the Most High.
We belong to the Most High, man. Right?
Right.
We don't belong to anybody else, man. Finish reading on that.
Right. And between unclean fowls and clean.
Right.
And ye shall not make your souls abominable by beasts, or by fowl,
Right.
or by any manner of living thing that creepeth upon the ground,
Right.
which I have separated from you as unclean.
Where verse is that?
That was verse 25.
Yeah, finish reading. The Most High separated. If he separated, which I have separated from you as something. If the Most High separated the animals from you, he was doing that for you, man.
Right.
He was doing that so you can't eat the mess.
Right.
Right? Go ahead, verse 26.
Verse 26.
Right.
And ye shall be holy unto me.
Right.
For I am the Lord, the Lord, am holy, and have severed you from other people.
Severed us. What does it mean to be severed from other people?
Cut off.
Cut the hell off, right? In other words, don't hide.
Right.
That's what it's meaning. Don't hide. He separated us, man, from all these other nations. That's what we've read. He separated us. He don't want you to be part of these other nations. That says, I have what? Read that again.
And I have severed you from other people,
Right.
that ye should be mine.
That ye should be what?
That ye should be mine.
What's the title, New York?
We belong to the Most High.
Read that again. That we should be what?
That ye should be mine.
The Most High said that we should be the Most Highs. That's the title of the lesson.
That's right.
That's how you become, by not hiding. That's what it is. Don't hide in these other nations.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Now that's what it means to be severed, right? Any more on that?
27.
Go ahead. You should be mine, man. Go ahead, read.
Verse 27. A man also, or woman that have a familiar spirit, or that is a wizard,
We're gonna get into this. Go ahead.
shall surely be put to death.
What does it mean to have a familiar spirit? Go ahead.
Oh, I was going, when you said, Lord said that we belong to him, I was giving you a precept, Exodus 4:22.
Exodus 4:22. What does it say?
It says, I got to pull it right here. And it says, Exodus chapter 4, verse 22,
Right.
And thou shalt say unto Pharaoh,
Right. Right.
Thus saith the Lord,
Right.
Israel is my son,
Israel.
even my firstborn.
That's right. Clap, brother. That's right. Israel. That's what he was saying to Pharaoh. Say, look, man, we belong to the Lord. We don't belong to these other nations. We don't belong to Pharaoh. That's why he took us out of Egypt. Because if he'd have left us there too long, we'd be sitting up there wearing cuckoos and tutus.
Right.
We'd be sitting up there. What else they do up there? Worshiping the dead.
Man.
And that's what this text is saying right here. Go ahead.
Like,
Go ahead.
that's heavy to say that, man.
Right.
The Lord brought us out of that. So
Right.
you just said it. I'm just repeating what you said.
Right.
If he didn't bring us out, we would have still been there to this day.
You'd have been there this day, man. The Lord would have brought. That's what you got to. That's what people don't understand. What the Lord has done for you, you take it for granted. You still be there today.
Right.
You still be there sitting up there. But the Lord loves you.
Right.
He separated us from this, man. Read 27 again. Read that.
A man, also a woman that has a familiar spirit.
Read that again.
It's like a man also, or woman that hath a familiar spirit, or that is a wizard, shall surely be put to death.
Yeah. What is it? Finish reading all that. I'm sorry.
They shall stone them with stones.
Mm.
Their blood shall be upon them.
So what does it mean to have a familiar spirit? Go ahead. Talk to us.
Does that mean like card readers?
Yeah.
And rock rubbers and stuff. You know how they say they sidekicks and
All of the above.
that kind.
Witchcraft, necromancers, man, ventriloquists, people, bottle. Find that necromancer. Look that up. Necromancer. It's basically a familiar spirit, man. Them genies that rub the jars and all that stuff. All that's familiar spirits, man. These are people. The one who interrogates the dead.
Right.
Right. people like, in other words, what you took up here talking to the dead for? You know what it means to interrogate the dead? Anybody raise hand? Interrogate means to ask questions of.
Right.
Go ahead.
All right. He's speaking to the dead.
You're speaking to the dead. Well, what did the Lord say? Give me Ecclesiastes 9 and 5. Go ahead. You got that?
I was paraphrasing, but the dead don't know nothing.
Read Ecclesiastes. Find that
Yeah.
Ecclesiastes 8. There you are. Give me Ecclesiastes 9 and 5.
Yeah.
That's where that text is. That's the text I was going to go through next. The dead don't know nothing. What you talking to them? What you interrogating the dead for? But did you look at the definition of necromancer?
COMCAST, I got that too.
Read that loud and clear, Bob Bashar. You got it?
It's in Leviticus 19.
Well, no. The definition of
Oh, the
necromancer.
definition is like
You
I
find
was
it
talking
for
about
me?
the scriptures.
Talking about Leviticus.
No, the definition.
Oh,
Listen closely. The definition of the word
I got you.
necromancer.
This is the
Familiar spirit,
definition
what
of
it is.
necromancer.
Read
In the
it.
Oxford Language Dictionary,
Right.
a person who practiced a necromancy, a wizard or magician.
Right? Exactly. I looked up the one who interrogates the dead. That means he's talking to the dead, right? Now give me Ecclesiastes 9 and 5. Somebody. Read. Read Lakama 1. Go ahead.
Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 5.
That's correct.
For the living know that they shall die.
The living know what?
That they shall
The
die.
living know. The living know they're going to die, right? Go ahead. What did the Bible say?
But the dead know not anything.
The dead don't know a damn thing. Right?
Right.
Why you sitting up there interrogating the dead? Necromancer. Oh, I know your mother and father. I know he's gonna be in Oklahoma in 2 days, and your ass paid $3,000 for that. Like you're gonna like. Well, you understand what I'm saying?
Right.
That's why the Most High should read that. Finish reading Cosmar. What the Most High said, I'm gonna do what these people read.
A man also or woman that have a familiar spirit
Or a necromancer. Go ahead.
or that is a wizard
Right.
shall surely be put to death,
Put to death. And what else?
and they shall stone them with stones.
You gonna stone him. Get him out of the way. You know why the Most High didn't like that? That's what they should do to all these necromancers, familiar spirit worshipers.
Right.
Stone.
Right.
That's what should have happened. But the Most High is basically saying, my people, Christ had to die even for the necromancer.
Right.
To give him a chance, man. Right. You know what I'm saying? But back in that days, they fried it. They was like electric chair. They stoned it there. He said, get out of here, man. You come up here with this the genie jar, rubbing it, trying to. That's what a wizard, a familiar spirit. There are people have a familiar spirit like that. You better take him out of here. Get him out. You got anything to say? Go ahead.
I just had a quick precept for that.
Go ahead.
Luke 20 and 38.
Read.
For he is not a God of the dead, but of the living, for all live unto him.
He's not a God of the dead. He's God of the living. Okay, yeah, you can say that. Yeah, he ain't God of the dead. The dead is dead.
Right.
Yeah, but that Ecclesiastes, read that again for me?
Ecclesiastes
9:5.
Ecclesiastes
Right.
chapter 9, verse 5.
Right.
For the living know that they shall die,
Yeah, go ahead.
but the dead know not
And you
anything.
just claim it's cut simple apple pie.
Right.
The dead don't know what?
But the dead know not anything.
The dead don't know anything.
Right.
Go ahead. What you got?
It's like so. I got another precept.
What you got?
This is Exodus, chapter 22, verse 18.
Read.
Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live.
Yeah, don't suffer them to live, right? Don't suffer that. Don't suffer none of them witches to live, man.
Yeah.
This is if you out here witchcraft, you out here in the corners selling your crack rock, because they're witchcraft, same thing.
Yeah.
Because they putting them into, them people come out there with more spirits than you can imagine. Go ahead, talk to me.
Coming from the same book, Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 6. Also their love and their hatred and their envy is now perished. Neither have they any more a portion forever in anything that is done under the sun.
That's right. That's what the Most High is going to do to those witchcrafts, man. You know, the dead,
Right over.
right? The dead know not anything, man.
Yeah.
The Bible's saying that, you know, you don't worship that. That is not, you know, it's not saying, and I can go to a whole another thing on that when you say, man, I sure hope my mother went to the Lord okay. We're not saying that, you know, we pray for the brother that he rise again. We're not talking about that.
Right.
We're talking about a person that called them up and said they're talking to us. You know, the Most High gave us the power to talk to the dead like that. Right. That's a necromancer, right? Where we at? You done with that?
Yeah, come on.
Is that 8 of them?
Yeah.
All right. My spot. Call up the next, we'll give the next expert, right? Call up the next candidate, state your registry. Razak, which one? Razak, come on up, state your registry. State, right here. State your registry. That's how we do it, brother. What's your registry?
Ratazal, one Yahweh, one Yashala.
Razak, Banya Howard, Banya Sharab. How about Shimei Shah?
Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah.
Barakathon.
Rakatah.
Barakathon.
Rakathon.
Say it again, go ahead.
Yahweh Bashim Shah Rakathon.
Take your time. Say it slowly, go ahead.
Yahweh Bashim Shah Rakathon.
There you go. Go ahead, throw it up. Oh yeah, give me 7 more verses there when you get that. Okay, come on up. All right. This way. Up your hand, turn back this way. On this rock.
Kom Yashala.
Elisha, I'm sorry.
Yashala.
Elisha, right? Back this way. That's how it's done, okay? All right. The Shabbat needs to be seated. Got your Hebrew together? You're gonna do it today. Find it for me. You might have to help them out when you got so much time, but go ahead. Go ahead.
Waya. Waya Mara. Yaha. Waha. Yahweh. Allah. Messiah. Amara. Allah. Aka. Yo. Banaya. Aha. Ra. Wa. Na. Wa. Mara. Da. Allahaya. Hum. Allahayum. Allahum. La. Lana. Pa. Sha. La'a. Ya. Ta. Ma'a. Ba. Ba'a. Ma. Ya. Wa. Baya. Kaya. A. Ama. Lasha A Rayum Rawa Ka Aqua Rabba Alara Yum La'a Maya Mawa Wala'a Ba Ya Yum Yawa Wala Ba Na Nawa Wala Ba Dawa Wala A Ta Yawa Wala A Ka Dawa Ha Ba Dawa Laha Aqua Rawa Baha Allah Alawam Alawat Alawat Allah Yawa Ashar La'a Ha Yata Ha La'a Ya Sha Laha Ya Yapa Yata Ma'a Allah Yawum Ashar La'a Haya Taha La'a Ya Sha Laha Yata Ma'a La'a Ya Ta Mana Ma'a Ba'a Ba'ala Ba'a Maya Wa Laha Kalai Kalawa La'a La'a Ya Kwa Ra Kaya Ya Kwa Ra Wa Kawa Kwa Ra Kaha Bara A Shama Asham Rapa Ata Wa Zakwa Nama La'a Ra Wa Ya Yaga La Ka Yum Lakawa Wa Ba Basha Ra Ma La'a Yasha Ra Ta Wum Shara Ta Ta
Kota, Koda, Shaya, Ma, Yaha, Wa, La'a, La, Ha, Yaha, Yom, Wala, A, Aka, La, Lawa, Shama, Allah, Aya, Ayum, Kawa, Ata, Asha, Ashaya, Yakai, Waha, Laha, Yaha, Yahweh. Allah, Ayaha, Yom, Alahaya, Ayom, Kara, Yaba, Ma, Waha, Yawa, Wadai, Shah, Ashaya, Za, Naha, Waka, La, Laha, Wakwa, Wawa, Kawa, Kaya, Wata, Shah, Awa, La'a, Laha, Yawum, Wakwa, Dasha, Dawa, Kaya, Ata, Baka, Bakayim, Allah, Aya, Wa, Ama, Kwara, Yaba, Kwata, Sha, Yaka, Yaha, Lara, Kawa, Kaya, Kwata, Washa, Anaya, Yaha, Waha, Yahweh, Makwa, Dasha, Kama.
Let's get to the other verses. Go ahead.
All right, yeah, Leviticus chapter 21, verse 1.
Right.
And the Lord said unto Moses, speak unto the priests, the sons of Aaron,
Right.
and say unto them, there shall none be defiled for the dead among his people. Verse 2, but for his kin that is near unto him, that is, for his mother and for his father, and for his son, and for his daughter, and for his brother. Verse 3, and for his sister, a virgin, that is nigh unto him, which hath no husband, for her may be defiled. Verse 4, but he shall not defile himself, being a chief man among his people,
Right.
to profane himself. Verse 5, and they shall not make baldness upon their head.
In other words, don't defile yourself. Don't just shave your head, man.
Right.
You know, the Lord is giving some more precepts to keep from fitting amongst all these evils out here, man. Go ahead, read.
Okay. Neither shall they shave off the corner of their beard.
What's that mean? Go ahead.
That's not true.
Don't trim your beard, you know, just let it grow, right? Don't shave off the corner of the beard, man. I mean, in other words,
Get the tape up and get the sharp edges, looking all thin.
looking all thin and that In other words, that's what Esau do. You know, he get tired of hair growing scraggly everywhere, so he got to listen. And that's what Africans do too. They go around trying to taper that. You know, most sides, because they're not part of us, man. So they just do whatever they want to do to they copy off of us, and we sitting up here trying to look like them. Finish reading. Any moment?
Come on, man.
Read.
Nor make any cuttings in their flesh.
What does that mean? Talk to me there, y'all.
So like it sounds like that's tattooed.
Tattoos, right?
Right.
Clap it up for the brother, right? Exactly. In other words, I mean, you know, if you came here with tattoos all over your body, it's understood. I mean, you didn't know better. You stuck here trying to hide yourself in the world. I think the Hawaiians came out with the word tattooing. Right? It's a word that means cutting in the flesh. That's what it means. I don't want to get into detail with it. Go ahead. Oh, I thought you had something. Go ahead.
Verse 6, they shall be holy unto their God, and not profane the name of their God. For the offerings of the Lord made by fire, and the bread of their God, they do not offer. I mean, it's like they do offer. Therefore, they shall be holy.
Right.
Verse 7.
Right. We're supposed to respect ourselves and be holy, right?
Right.
Now, how you gonna respect yourself, man, going around trying to hide amongst these nations? That's the general idea, right?
Right.
Trying to hide amongst these other nations, man. How you gonna do that?
Right.
Right? You can't because you're gonna wind up doing the things that they do.
Right.
You know, you can't be. The Most High wants us to separate, right?
Right.
He wants to separate us, separate from all these other nations, man. Finish reading.
Oh, God. Verse 7.
Right.
They shall not take a wife that is a whore.
Oh, Lord. What does that mean?
Talking about most of these niggas out here.
Slap raise your hand. What you got?
But I mean, like, if you know this woman, basically at the end of the day, if you know this woman is not the woman for you,
Right.
do not waste your
And how do you know that?
Like, basically, when they say don't take on a whore, if you know she's a whore, you see her bouncing from man to man,
Right.
even from woman to woman, you feel me?
Right.
That is not a woman for you.
Right. And that means you got to do some investigating, right? You don't just go and try to be and wind up with any woman. There's nothing wrong with dating a woman, but find out what she's about first. Go ahead, brothers.
Proving her first.
Prove her. That's right. Exactly right. Exactly. Prove her. Go ahead, New York.
In other words, in your words, vex her.
Find out what she. Yeah. Find out. Just put it on her. Find out what she's gonna count out of a concert. I used to be a whore, but I'm not anymore. The Bible says, prove that. Show me that you can cook some biscuits and not some crack. You cook what is it? You stir it up with that. I don't know.
You
Show me that you're gonna do right. I mean, the chance you take, buyer beware. You gotta vet these women out here. And then the women, you gotta vet these men out here.
Right.
You got one shot at it. Let's speak up for the women. You don't just go out here and just say, he's debonair. He's got that deep voice, man. He's got that, he's tall, dark, and handsome. Hell, he could be a goddamn still in the world. And you don't know that. But vet it. Find out what he is, woman. That's what it is. And man, of course, you find out what that woman is, man. You know, because you don't want to get stopped. In other words, get tired of trying to fit into the world.
Right.
Get tired of that. That's when you know that it's time to change.
Right.
Man, I don't fit in this world no more. I'm tired. I want to go ahead and dress the way. The hell with these other nations out there. I want to dress the way I want. Listen, you dress. Listen, don't you see Elam coming up here with a dot on his head? You see you see the white man coming over here with a little tie on, little bow tie on, his little monkey suit, right? And you see China come over there with yin yang yang. He come over here with his robes and garment with his what do you call it, bamboo sandals on. When they come around, you know, we're Chinese, you know, eat our chicken wings. Listen, you know, what I'm saying is that don't you get tired of fitting into their world, man, at some point? How come we can't be ourselves? How come we can't? Why we gotta hide amongst these nations out here, man?
Right.
Get away from that, man. Find out who you are. You're the I.S.U.P.K and the Commander General YAHANNA right here. That's what we are, man. So, you know, when we invite people in, say, look, man, we're part of I.S.U.P.K. Go ahead.
Me personally, now me being in the truth, I don't understand why black and brown people try to be like other people when the Lord already told us we the salt of the earth.
The salt of the earth, right?
Like everything we do, everybody else try to do right behind us.
Right. So
why even try to, if they not trying to be their damn selves, why is we trying to be them?
Look that up. We're the salt of the earth. Somebody out there. Somebody looking at it. That's right. We're the salt of the earth. So why are you trying to copy off of somebody else, man? When the Most High gave you, you're the head, not the tail, man. You're the salt of the earth. The Most High gave you everything you need to run this kingdom. And he's just waiting for us to do what? Obey his laws, statutes, and his commandments. Right. So he will stop spewing us out of his damn mouth. What is that? I didn't ask you to come here with that mess. What you coming over here chewing this fat back for? What you coming over here going to TD shakes to shake all the money out of your damn bank account? TD shakes is shaking the hell out of you, and you think you got something. You know, and then you get mad and give me Ecclesiastes. What is that? Pressure makes a wise man mad. What is that? Find that. Anybody? What I give you? Go ahead. What you holding?
Matthew 5:13.
What is that?
Ye are the salt of the earth.
What? Read it again.
Ye are the salt of the
The
earth.
Bible says that we are the salt of the earth, man. We are. We amongst his people. We are. We have what this world needs. Esau's proved that he can't run this world.
Right.
He literally don't put no salt on his food.
Right.
We're the salt of the earth. We're the ones. Go ahead. Go. What you got?
Just make it wise man mad.
Go ahead. Read that.
Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad,
That's right.
and a gift destroyeth the heart.
Yeah, we sitting up here we're mad, man. We've run ourselves, we've run the toll, we've run the tables. We haven't you voted enough and nothing has happened out here in this world? Haven't you found yourself that you don't fit into Esau's world? And that's why oppression is pulling your hair out trying to figure out why these people keep shooting us, because oppressions make a wise man mad, man. You know, and go ahead, Razak. You have something?
Oh yeah, man, they fight so hard to be equal with the white man instead of being above.
Right. They're trying to be in other words, read it again.
They're trying to be equal with the white man instead of trying to be above him.
Trying to be equal, man. And how do you be above them?
By following the law, statutes, and
Right.
commandments.
That's all this Most High wants you to do. Is follow law, statutes, commandments, to be the salt of the earth, right? Instead of being oppressed. Instead of going down there voting, trying to, you see people out there voting, we shall overcome with a sign that turned faded, turn the magic mark and mark it all over again. Yep, all right. We're gonna overcome, right? You gonna overcome what? This ass whooping you get ready to get out of the street? What overcome you talking about? It's lucky for my language. But what I'm saying to you is that the Most High, say what you just said again.
The people in the world are too busy trying to be equal with the white man instead of taking a rightful position to be above them.
Trying to fit in with them sold fig leaves.
Right.
Trying to become part of them. Trying to, don't get me wrong, busing and all that stuff that happened, man, is of the devil, man. That joined us together. And that's why we're messed up in here. That's why we don't know who we are, because we have our own people have sold us out. And we sit up here, we don't know who we are, man. Because we're trying to fit into their, wear their leaves, wear their fig leaves. Right. In other words, I don't want you to know people. All you have to do is read the Bible under command of YAHANNA and I.S.U.P.K and understand, and he'll lead you to Yahweh. He'll lead you to Yahweh.
Right.
He'll lead you in the name of Yahweh. He'll show you the way. You know? Yeah. You people talk about, we got one leader. We don't have, that's what's wrong right now. You got Creflo Dollar. Who else? T.D. Jakes. Pastor Olsen, Jennings. You got all these leaders. Yeah, we'll cope. That's what you want to be. You want to have one damn leader.
Right.
Under command of General YAHANNA. Clap it up, all right? That's what you want. You want somebody to lead you, right? In this path to righteousness.
Right.
You know, under command of General YAHANNA, he leads us to Christ, man. He show us, man. This is the point. This is the understanding that you got to understand. He's gonna lead you to Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shah, to show you so that the Most High won't later on spoon you out his mouth. He's doing it right now. Spooning out people out his mouth, like, what you doing? What is that? Trying to sow fig leaves and trying to join the other nations, right? So I think that we're gonna end on that. Go ahead.
So I just had one precept
Go
for
ahead.
you in that.
Go what you got?
Going off of what you were saying about General YAHANNA, Hebrews Commanding General YAHANNA,
Right.
Salaki on that.
All right.
Hebrews chapter 5, verse 12, for when for the time ye ought to be teachers, ye have need that one teach you again, which be the first principles of the oracles of God, and are become such as have need of milk and not of strong meat.
Yeah, this is, in other words, you need to be taught again. You need to be taught again. This milk. You need to start off with this milk, man. Some of y'all don't need the strong meat right now. You need to crawl up in here and this milk. Go ahead.
People pride keeping them from coming inside the school.
They pride. What do they pride? Them fig leaves of pride. They want to. I don't want to wear my afro, man. And I don't want to wear my beard, man. I don't want to wear my friend. I'm proud. I'm proud of being these other nations. Go ahead.
I want to look pretty for the females.
I want to look pretty for the females. Some of them try to look pretty for the white females.
Right.
But the Most High said, don't be part of these other nations' women. Go ahead.
I still want to wear purple.
I want to. We got some of these camps out here. We want to wear that purple, right? Oh, have mercy, man. We're gonna end it on this note right here. We're gonna end it up, right? What does the Most High tell us to do, man? Read Leviticus 20. You know what? Give me Ecclesiastes 6 and 13. No, don't give me that. Give me go back to where we started from. Leviticus 20 and 26.
All right, okay.
Let's read that.
Leviticus 20 and 26.
What you got? Read.
And ye shall be holy unto me.
The Most High tells us to be holy. Take off them wicked fig leaves that our oppressor makes us put on, man, trying to fit into this mess.
Right.
Of a menagerie of a crap. Go ahead.
For I, the Lord, am holy.
What did Most High say?
For I, the Lord,
The Lord said, I'm holy. He wants us to be holy. Read.
and have severed you from other people.
He have what?
Severed you.
He's cut us off from these other people. That's what severed means. He's cut us off, man. Read.
That ye should be mine.
That you should be what?
That ye should be mine.
What's the title of that lesson? Y'all?
We belong to the Most High.
We shall be what?
Ye shall be mine.
You shall be part of the Most High again. Right? So that's what we want to understand. So we're going to end it on that note, right? Is that okay with y'all?
Yes, sir.
Right. You got any comments in the chat over there?
Law, sir. Now we
All right. Bob Shabbat. Right? Now, blow the horn there. Big scrolls up. Got everything you need? Oh, you got it. There you go. Do some right. Got it?
Okay. Sir,
Start on your
on your hot face and turn to the east.
Right, go ahead.
It's the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew.
Go ahead.
Abanau.
Abanau.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Shemayim.
Badash.
Badash.
Ayah.
I.S.U.P.K.
I.S.U.P.K. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Lapaka.
Lapaka.
Aba'ah. Zayik.
Sorry.
Ayah.
Ayah.
Shah.
Shah.
Aratazah.
Aratazah.
Kawa.
Kawa.
Ayah.
Ayah.
Shemayim.
Shemayim.
Atan.
Atan.
Now.
Now.
Akam.
Akam.
Akam. Yawam.
Yawam.
Asalakina.
Asalakina.
Abawakina. Kasalakina.
Kasalakina.
Abawakina.
Kabawakina.
Bala'ah.
Aba'ah.
Tabayayina.
Tabayayina.
Banasayawan.
Asayu.
Abal.
Above.
Ayashayina.
Ayashayina.
Ayan.
Ayan.
Right.
Right.
Kaya.
Ayah.
Naka.
Ka.
Ablakwa.
Ablakwa.
Mahala.
Ablah.
Batapar.
Part.
Mahalayim.
Mahalayim. A month.
We said in Hebrew, we say in English. Well, Father,
Father,
who art in heaven,
which art in
hallowed
heaven,
be thy name.
hallowed be thy name.
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
kingdom come,
thy kingdom
thy
come,
will be done,
thy will be
on
done,
earth,
in
as
earth,
it is in heaven.
as it is in
Give
heaven.
us this day,
Give us this day,
daily bread,
daily
forgive
bread.
us our debts,
Forgive us our
forgive
debts.
our debtors,
Forgive our
lead
debtors.
us not
Lead us
into
not
temptation,
into
but deliver us
but
from
deliver us
evil.
from evil.
Thine is the kingdom,
Thine is the kingdom,
power,
power,
glory,
glory.
help.
Well,
So it's Hakat the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh.
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem.
Ba'ashem,
Yahushua.
Yahushua,
Babakashah.
Babakashah,
Nananau.
Nananau,
Hakat.
Ka,
Hakat.
Ka,
Lapa'ah.
Lapa'ah,
Kalmalakah.
Ka,
Kalmarawa.
Kamunwa,
Hakat.
Ka,
Latahar.
Katsar,
Lamatazariah.
Katsar,
Hakat.
Ka,
Lahakwia.
Lahak,
Hamathia.
Lahak,
Hakat.
Ka,
Lapa'akwa.
Lahak,
Hamata'ala.
Masal,
Garsh.
Garsh,
Ba'ashem.
Ba'ashem,
Yahushua.
Yahushua.
The water.
the water,
Amen.
a month.
We said in Hebrew, we said in English. Lord, in the name of Yahushua,
Lord, in the name of
give us the
Yahushua,
power,
Give us the
power to
power.
heal all manner of sickness,
Heal all manner of
all manner of
sickness,
disease,
all manner of
power
disease,
to the lepers,
all manner of
power to raise the dead,
power to raise the
power
dead,
against unclean spirits,
power against
cast
unclean
them out.
spirits,
In the
cast
name
them
of
out.
Yahushua,
In the name of Yahushua.
thank you.
Thank you. So be it.
Bless Israel in the Hebrew. Yahweh.
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem.
Ba'ashem,
Yahushua.
Yahushua,
Barakanau.
Lakinau,
Ayashal.
Ashal,
Wayabah.
Wabah,
Saparia.
Sakari,
Barak.
Barak,
Rapa'ah.
Wabah,
Agan.
a gun,
Agan.
a gun,
Ba'ashem.
Ba'ashem,
Yahushua.
Yahushua,
Shabbat.
the water,
Amen.
a month.
We said in Hebrew, we said in English. Lord, in the name of Yahushua,
Lord, in the name of
bless
Yahushua,
us,
bless
Israel,
in Israel,
school,
school,
bless you, shield, protect.
bless you, shield, and
Love
protect.
us.
I love it.
Yahushua,
Name of Yahushua.
Thank you.
you.
So be it. Psalms 121. Asha'ah.
Ash'ah,
Ananya.
Yahweh,
Al.
Al,
Baharia.
Ahara,
Bahayan.
Ayah,
Yabya.
Yahweh,
Azaria.
Azari,
Azaria.
Azari,
Ma'ayin.
Ma'ayin,
Yahweh.
Yahweh,
Asha.
Ashah,
Shemaiah.
Shemaiah,
Wa'aratazah.
Arat,
Ayatan.
Ayatan,
Amawat.
Amarat,
Ragalka.
Agog,
Al-Yanawam.
Anuam,
Shamar.
Samar,
Anah.
Anah,
La'ah.
Nah,
Yanawam.
Aluam,
Bala'ah.
Mabah,
Yagishan.
Kaishan,
Shamamar.
Shamar,
Yasha'al.
Ashal,
Yahweh.
Yahweh,
Shamar.
Samar,
Yahweh.
Yahweh,
Azalka.
So,
Ayan.
Ayah,
Yamyanka.
Yah,
Yamaman.
Yahmah,
Hashmash.
Ashmah,
La'ah. Yakaka, Yarak, Ayala,
Allah,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yasmar,
Smart,
Akarai, Yasmar,
Smart,
Atapasha,
Pasha,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yasmar,
Smart,
Kazak,
Kazak,
Babak,
Babak,
Ba'ai,
Wai,
Wa'ai,
Wai,
Allah, it's like Awalam.
Allah.
What it said in Hebrew, it said in English. I lift up my eyes
I lift up my
to the
eyes
hills,
to the hills.
which come my help.
Comes my help.
Help come from the Lord.
Help come from the
Who
Lord.
made heaven and earth.
Made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be
He will not
moved.
suffer thy foot to be
He that
moved.
keepeth thee,
He that keepeth
will not
thee.
slumber.
That's
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth
he
Israel,
that keepeth Israel.
in the slumber or sleep,
That's
the
the slumber
Lord
or
is thy
sleep.
keeper.
Lord is
The
thy
Lord
keeper.
shall upon thy right hand.
Lord is keeping
The
our
sun
right
shall
hand.
not smite thee by day,
The sun shall
nor the moon by night. The
Lord, Lord,
Lord
by
shall
night.
preserve thee from all evil.
Lord, shall preserve you from all
Lord shall
evil.
preserve thy soul.
Lord, preserve
The
his
Lord
soul.
shall preserve thy going out.
Lord, shall preserve thy going out.
in.
Come
This
in.
time forth.
This time forth.
Evermore.
Even evermore.
Psalms 83. Alahayim,
Allahayim,
Adabaya,
Adamiyah,
Daka,
Aka,
Al-Takarash,
Atarash,
Wa'al,
Wow,
Dasakwat,
Tashakwat,
Al,
Al,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Ana,
Ana,
Abubani,
Wakai,
Yahama,
Ama,
Yawan,
Yawan,
Ra'ash,
Baash,
Anyanka,
Ayam,
Yarmawa,
Yarwa,
Sawada,
Sawarda,
Wayata,
Ayata,
Yatasawa,
that's one.
Al-Tapawaya,
I took the one.
Armawa,
I'm one.
Lakawa,
Like a what?
Wanakakida,
Alakaki,
Bakawa,
What?
Wala'a,
Ah,
Yasakar,
yes, a car.
Sham,
Sure.
Yashal,
Yashal,
Awada,
Awada,
Kaya,
Aya,
Yatasawa,
that's the wall.
Laba,
Laba,
Yakat,
Yakaka,
Ayaka,
Ayaka,
Maria,
Maria,
Yarakat, Yara Aqua,
Yawa,
Alahaya,
Allahai,
Adawam,
Adawan,
Wa,
Wa,
Yashamai,
Yashimai,
Allah,
Aha,
Wam,
One,
Ma'awaba,
Mawaba,
Hungarian,
Mawaba,
Abal,
Above,
Wa'amawan,
I'm one,
Amalak,
I'm locked,
Halasha,
Halasha,
Ayn,
I,
Yashabda,
Shab,
Tazawa,
that's the wall,
Gum,
gone,
Asha,
Asha,
Nalawa,
Nalawa,
Amai,
Amai,
Ayawa,
Ayuwa,
Zawawai,
Samawai,
the body of the Wat,
Samawai,
Salah,
Salah,
Asha,
Asha,
Laham,
Nahab,
Kamadi,
Nahab,
Kasiyah,
Gaziya,
Sarawah,
Gawa,
Kamadi,
Kamai,
Barakal,
Balakal,
Kayash,
Kayash,
Wan,
One,
the Shah,
Asham,
Bayan,
Baya,
the Iraq,
Gawa,
Yahab, it's like Ayawa,
Ayuwa,
the Man, the Adama,
Adama,
Shayatawa,
Shayatamu,
the Da,
Nada,
Ya,
Ya,
Bawa,
Moa,
Karai,
Karai,
it's like Wakazabah,
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 Wakazal,
Wakazal,
when I,
I,
Kalnasa,
Hamza,
it's like Yakama,
Yakam,
it's like Ashar,
Ashar,
Amarwa,
Amar,
the Shawashah,
Shawashah,
Lana,
Na,
Nanawa,
Nanawa,
Ah, the Halawa,
Ahalawa,
Alahayim,
Alahai,
Alahaya,
Ayaya,
Shayatawa,
Shayatam,
the Gaya Gaya,
Gadi Gai,
Kakash,
Kakosh,
Nadaya,
Babiya,
Ra'ab, it's like Rawaka,
Wawaka,
Kaash,
Kaash,
the Ira,
Tawa Ira,
Wakalaba,
Wakalaba,
Dalahat,
Salahat,
Aharia,
Ahari,
Khan,
Khan,
Dawadak,
Dawarda,
Basar,
Bachai,
Babasa,
Babasa,
Babaka,
Babakar,
Dabalaham,
Babaham,
Bala'ah,
Babah,
Panyaham,
Palaham,
Palawan,
Palawar,
Wabaya,
Babaya,
Wakwashwa,
Kwash,
Shaka,
Shimka,
Yahal,
Yahal,
Wabasha,
Babakar,
Waya,
Waya,
Balawa,
Balawa,
Ya'ai,
Dai,
Waya,
Waya,
Power,
Apart,
Waya,
Waya,
Badu,
Babak,
Waya,
Waya,
Dawai,
Gawai,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Ata,
Ata,
Shaka,
Shimka,
Yahal,
Yahal,
Wabaka,
Babakar,
Alawan,
Alawan,
Al,
Al,
Kal,
Kal,
Harakasa,
Aratla,
What it said in Hebrew, it said in English. Keep out of silence.
see that outside.
Oh, Yahweh.
Oh,
Hold
Yahweh.
out that peace.
Hold out that
Be
peace.
not still.
Be not
Oh,
still.
Yahweh.
Oh, Yahweh.
Though thine enemies make a tumult.
Lord, I am like a tongue.
They that hate thee.
They that hate
lift up the head.
Lift up
They
the
take
head.
crafty counsel.
They take crafty
Against thy
counsel.
people.
Against thy
The
people.
son against thy hate ones.
The son against thy
Have
hate ones.
said.
He said,
Come. Let us cut them off.
Let us cut them
From
off.
the nation.
From the
In the
nation.
name of Israel.
Name of
There
Israel.
be no more
There
remembrance.
be no more remembrance.
For
For
they have consulted together.
they consulted
With
together.
one consent.
One consent.
They're confederate against
They're
thee.
confederate against
The
thee.
Tabernacles of Edom.
Tabernacles of Edom.
Israelites.
Israelite.
Moab.
Moab.
Agari.
Agari.
Baal.
Baal.
Ammon.
Amalek.
Amalek. Philistines.
Philistines.
Habits of Tyre.
Habits of Tyre.
Shewers also joined with
Shewers
them.
also
They
together.
have opened the children of
And they
life.
hold the children of God. Salah.
Do unto them.
Do unto them.
Midianites.
To the Midianites.
It's a sin.
Jabed.
That's Jabed.
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn Salt.
Spreads that indoors.
Spreads that
They
indoors.
make the down of the earth.
Double for the earth.
Make them nobles like a
Make
ram.
them nobles like a ram.
Like
And like
the
the
all the princes of the
all the
ball.
princes of the
It's
ball.
honor.
It is possession.
Oh my
Almighty Yahweh.
Make them like a wheel.
Make them like a
And
wheel.
they stumble for the
And
wheel.
they stumble for the
Father,
wheel. Father, burn the wood.
May they set the mountains on
Praise
fire.
the Lord,
So
persecute them.
with thy
With thy
tempest.
tempest.
Make them afraid.
Make them
With thy
afraid.
storm.
With thy
Fill
storm.
thy faces with shame.
Fill thy faces with shame.
That they may seek thy
May they
face.
seek thy name.
Oh Lord.
O Lord,
Let them be confounded.
let them be confounded.
And trouble.
And trouble.
Whatever. Let them be put to shame.
Let them be put to
And
shame.
perish.
And perish.
That men may know.
That men may know.
Bow.
And thou,
His name alone.
his name alone,
Is Yahweh
Yahweh
of the Most High.
of the Most High.
All the earth.
All earth.
Sorry. Prepare to salute the Torah. How about Shem Yahshua Brak? Yeah!
Y'all, Bashem, y'all shout, bro. Yeah.
Y'all Bashem, y'all shout, bro. Yeah.
How about Bashem, y'all shout, bro. Yeah.
Y'all Bashem, y'all shout, bro. Yeah.
Y'all Bashem, y'all shout, bro. Yeah.
Scroll down. Blow the horn again at the tomorrow. Signifies the end of the conclusion. All right. This time, does anybody would like to be anointed? Okay. Okay. Let's step down. Okay, just a men from behind you, right?
Right.
Anointing prayer. Yabaruk Yahweh.
Yabaruk
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Shamar.
Shemar.
Ar.
Yahweh.
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 Wanyua.
Wanyua.
Wanyakanda.
Wanyakanda.
Yash'a.
Yash'a.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Wanyua.
Wanyua.
Ahalia. Washima.
Washma.
Washamika.
Washamika.
Shalom.
Salam.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Washim.
Washim.
Yahushai.
Yahushai.
Barak.
Barak.
Ba'ah.
Ba'ah.
Magan.
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 Latzah.
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 Latzah. Latzah.
Washim Yahushai.
Bashem,
So
Yahushai.
what
Wow.
man? What we said in Hebrew, we said in English. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bless thee and keep thee. Yahweh, make his face shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. Yahweh, lift up his countenance upon thee and give thee peace. Yahweh, in the name Yahweh shall bless, heal, shield, and protect. My brother. Okay. So time this concludes our Sabbath services. We're going to salute out, right? Shabbat. Month. Rock. Yahweh. Salute to women. That's a courtesy salute to our women, right? Line. Turn, face them. Shabbat. Month. Rock.
Yahushua.
Yasamata. Clap your hands and spit.